Hey guys, I am Ibigandscary. I'm bringing you another StarCraft 2 replay, this time featuring in our top left-hand side DJHelium, our blue Terran, and his opponent in the bottom right is our red Protoss, a barcode account. This is very high masters, very, very high masters, something like top 5 or something like that, which means that barcode is justifiable. Once you get to that level, people, if you watch any streamers online, people like Idra is like, oh yeah, I know this guy, he always does this, he always does this, and so you can like start to hard counter the individual's build. And so once you get up to this level of play, not at all a douche move in order to throw down the barcode. I understand it entirely, and in fact the majority of the Korean ladder is pretty much exclusively barcode, and it's becoming more and more like that in every other ladder. So it's understandable. It's understandable, especially whenever we get to this high level of play. I wish it was just not needed. I wish you just didn't need to do that. Maybe make it so that the names are hidden before the actual gameplay. But that's the state of the game. So regardless, it's going to be a good game. Like I said, very high masters. We're on Alkaline Waste, which is a very macro heavy map. Very easy to get a third base, as the natural is just a very short hop and a skip away. You have the destructible rock tower, which can fall down and kind of cover up that third, and then you can take down those destructible debris. And then if you have a bit more of a air superiority play, you can actually afford to take your third here, as it is incredibly close by air, and the pathway is really, really close by to that pathway of your own natural. Really just depends on play style. Speaking of play style, we'll see double gas being thrown down right after the gateway. What is he going to be doing with all that gas? Moving out with a very early probe scout. However, he's just going to be seeing that an early command center has been thrown down for DJ before anything else. No gas, no barracks. Barracks just now being thrown down on the high ground. It looks like pretty standard, all things considered. We have the cybernetics core being thrown down. It looks like a pylon being thrown down by barcode in the upper northern portions of the map. Not necessarily cheese, however, with the cybernetics core going down, this could be a proxy Stargate play. It would definitely justify the early gas being taken with the double gas. Double gas, we see only 2 workers. Oh no, now we got 3 workers in the assimilator, so it looks like a very nice, tight timing. I love this sort of play coming out of barcode, just because the timing is so very, very tight. He's going to have exactly 150 gas, and very shortly thereafter he's going to have the needed minerals in order to throw down his starport. There goes the Stargate. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I love it whenever it's this tight. It's a great play. But with the double barracks being thrown up on the high ground, I don't think DJHelium is going to be in too much trouble. Obviously, he's going to have that extra command center, so he's definitely exposed to some sort of Oracle play. Which was probably what's going to be coming out of barcode, just because that's the most popular player now. And the reason I'm saying that is because he's got twice as many mineral fields in order to defend. But that also means he's going to have quite the possibility of throwing down those mules, which will really help you bounce back even if you've managed to lose the majority of your workforce. And with those double barracks producing 2 Marines at a time, he'll have a lot of anti-air. There goes the Oracle on the production tab. Absolutely fantastic. We also have a Stalker being chrono boosted out back at home, but is he using the chrono boosts on the Oracle? Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. Why would I even think that? But he's not using the chrono boosts on the cybernetics core, instead electing to chrono boost out the Stalker, which is kind of unique. Obviously, you'd want to get that warp gate tech up as soon as possible so that you can start doing some harassment using that proxy pylon. But in all honesty, he's probably going to be relying exclusively on the Oracle in order to do damage to the economy. We have 5 Marines out right now. I think 5 is the number that an Oracle breaks even on. With Marines, we have 2 more on the production tab right now, but that is, of course, assuming that those Marines all engage at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, just 3. Oh no, the Oracle, a little bit of a miss micro from barcode. Instead, choosing not to engage with those Marines, just kind of herp-and-derped around them in the air and got cut down very much prematurely. Really, it just not at all how much damage barcode was hoping to be done on that. However, we do have another Oracle coming out just as the SCVs are being transferred back in. Just 4 workers killed, not at all justifying the first Oracle. However, this one is going to have a field day on these returning SCVs. 1, 2, oh my goodness. I think he needs like 6 in order to break totally even. It's very difficult to do that math though, just because the gas expenditures and Whatever. We have 2 orbital commands, though, so DJ Helium really has not suffered devastating losses. He's transferred all of his workers down to the point where they're going to be defended by the bunker, and very, very soon going to be defended by another missile turret in that mineral field. So good play here by Helium, pretty much abandoning his home base. It looks like he's got another missile turret planned back at home, but with 2 oracles making their way into the enemy base, it looks like DJ Helium is not going to get that missile turret up anytime soon. It looks like all 3 of these SCVs are going to go down in just a handful of seconds. Only using 1 orbital to throw that down. A really wise play there. Want to save the energy on that. Transitioning away from the oracles, he's got the void ray up. What sort of infrastructure are we dealing with back at home? DJ Helium, is he aware that this aggression is coming? Maybe he poked out with some workers or SCVs. I did not know. He's really got his SCVs surrounding that bunker. Not at all necessary given the number of oracles. However, with the impending push that we can see beginning to develop on the mini-map with those void rays coming out, definitely necessary in order to hold that back. But really just hyper aggressive here with these oracles, really being ballsy and just making them work. Missile turret is up, though. Oh, one of the missile turrets going down just from just a last shot on just really unlucky. Barcode's really not been very fortunate with these guys. He's not doing nearly as much damage as he needs to be. In fact, only just barely breaking even. All things considered. But we switch over to the workers kill tab. 12 workers really is how Barcode is trying to gain an advantage in this fight. And we have 2 void rays coming in. A shit ton of zealots, man. That's going to be brutal. But with so many bunkers up on the high ground, we don't have any marauders added into this. So he's going to have a hard time against the this kind of zealot heavy force. However, if he engages in the choke, if he uses his structures appropriately, if he manages to clean up this oracle, he shouldn't have a problem coming out of this. Are there any upgrades at all for DJ Helium? None at all. He's just going to be relying exclusively on the best unit in the game, which is the Marine. These rocks are going to go down. Obviously, DJ Helium knows about this. Look at this positioning of the... actually, let me pause this. Look at this positioning of the SCVs. Perfect right here. They're on repair micro, meaning they're not going to draw a bunch of aggro from these zealots, meaning that they're going to provide like an impervious shield to the front of this bunker. Really, really cool play here. Barcode is going to be pushing in. Oh my goodness, a handful of those zealots get targeted down by Barcode, and it looks like the bunker falls immediately because of that, but with 4 more bunkers fully saturated by Marines, really having no problems at all cleaning up those zealots, everything just gets cut down. All of a sudden, Barcode is on a 1-base Protoss versus a 2-base Terran. Every single one of these zealots are going to get cleaned up, and then almost immediately, I'm suspecting these void rays to fall if he doesn't micro them back. No, he just taps out immediately. No GG. Whatever, man. Dude, it was a great timing. Perfectly tight. Really, really great. And Helium did not know it was coming at all because he didn't have a missile turret. He lost quite a lot of SCVs. Really, the turning point was the miss micro on the Oracle right here over those Marines, because he could have taken down a healthy chunk of those Marines if he just wanted to leave his Oracle there to die, or he might maybe have been able to save it. He could have microed it away. He could have just turned it around, ran it north, and then just cut to the right immediately. He might have been able to keep that Oracle alive. Regardless, all he did was take out a single Marine and then lost it, which is a huge investment for absolutely no return. Really just a devastating loss there for Barcode, and from then on, DJ Helium knew what was up. He still had his Marines out that were capable of dealing with the Oracles as they started to trickle in, and that was the big momentum changer, because Barcode was basically only capable of harassing this one mineral line, not the juicy one down here, because those Marines were still saturating these bunkers, and if those Marines had been cut down, he wouldn't have been able to saturate these bunkers. That Oracle would not have been limited to one mineral field, and this would have been a radically changed game. Super cool. Definitely something you run into up on the upper echelons of the ladder, just because of how tight that timing is, and the Oracle is such a good unit. It does a really good number on those SCVs. You guys do a good number on my heart because you watch my replays, so thank you for that. If you have a game you want me to cast, you could PM me here or on Reddit. One way or another, I will see you guys later. I am Ibigandscary. Bye.